Good morning, and welcome to the grand opening of the Goodwill's Warsaw Retail Store and Career Center and our drive-through donation center. I'm Debbie Coble. I'm the president and CEO of Goodwill Industries of Michiana. We cover 15 counties in Indiana, part of 3 counties in Illinois, and the city of Niles. And we have 22 stores that we operate in order to fulfill our mission of providing jobs, training, and placement services for people with barriers to employment. At Goodwill, we believe in the power of work, and that's what this is all about today. Where there is work, there is hope. And it has been amazing to watch the lives change of people when they earn a paycheck. They seem to hold their heads a little higher and dream a little more. And today we're all about that. Right now you are standing in Warsaw's Community Career Center. This is for the community. All the services that we offer here are free. We have 8 computers that are going to be available for individuals to come in and do job search, get help with resumes, interviewing skills. There will be some online courses available, those types of things. We will be holding job fairs here as well as hiring events. Once again, this is for the community. Anyone is welcome to come in and utilize the services here. Goodwill was started in 1902 by a Methodist minister by the name of Edgar Helms. And he worked with immigrants who were having troubles finding employment and making their lives what they wanted them to be. And it's amazing. The model hasn't changed much because he came up with the idea of collecting goods that no one needed anymore and mending them, which we don't do that anymore, but then selling them. And then he took the money from this clothes and the furniture that was sold and put it back into the mission, and the individuals were paid and earned an income, and their lives were changed. In 1936, we came into being in Mishawaka and South Bend. Our first store was near Chapin and Western Avenue. In 1993, we opened this store down here, just down the street. It was $600,000. We added another $250,000 in our investment in it when we expanded it. This is our new location. We have 2,700 square feet here in the Career Center. We have 5,300 square feet for individuals to process the goods that are brought in for donations. And we have 12,000 square feet for retail sales, for 20,000 square feet. Shopping space for you that have supported our Warsaw store, it's almost doubled now. So shop, please. We have more merchandise for you to take a look at. But Goodwill works because of you. The lifeblood of Goodwill is donations and shopping. When you donate and when you shop, you are changing lives. I know that the Warsaw community will continue to be a great contributor of their gently used merchandise, and we have great shoppers that are getting the quality merchandise at bargain prices. Out of our 22 stores, Warsaw is our leading store. And so we know with the added merchandise, you'll continue to support the mission of Goodwill, and we appreciate that so much. We are also delighted to open this facility that we now have 26 full-time equivalent jobs in this community. And in today's age, that's a good thing to have because jobs are so needed. Today is about cutting our clothesline. It's about our new 20,000 square foot building. It is an investment in Warsaw in $2.6 million. We're hoping for new sales records. We're hoping for the positive cash flow that continues to support our mission that we talked about. And it's time to say thank you for a job well done. We've had many folks working on this very hard to get this open. Each week, Goodwill hands out over 700 paychecks between employees and trainees who are looking to go to work. We have a weekly payroll of over $280,000. That puts money back into all our local communities too, because individuals are able to buy things, they're able to pay taxes, and they're able to support their other members of their community. Last year we helped 752 people go to work. Right now, year to date, we've had over 630 individuals find jobs because of the services provided by Goodwill. I want to give you a couple stories that I'd like to share with you about the lives that have been changed. We have a young man who was actually employed at our facility in our South Bend office. When he came in, he has a severe disability. And we hired him to stuff envelopes because we had a program where we were sending out hundreds of letters every week. And that truly was about the extent of his ability to be able to do that. But because of the ability to work with him and watch him progress, he is now filing. He checks over payroll after it's done for mistakes, and let me tell you, he loves it if his supervisor made a mistake and he can tell her she made a mistake. But I'll tell you what, he walks with his head higher. He walks a little prouder. And we were very worried about him because he lives with his grandparents, and his grandmother developed cancer, and it wasn't looking good. And we worried about what was going to happen to him and the adjustments. He came to his case manager and he said, I've got to learn how to clean the house. I got to learn how to help Grandpa. And so we've watched this young man just grow and develop, and that's because of what we're able to do with Goodwill, with the support of the community. We also serve ex-offenders, and I think of a young man named Johnny who just recently came into our services. Johnny spent 35 years in prison because of a crime he committed when he was 19. And through his years of being in prison, he learned a lot, and he came out actually a kinder, gentler man. Johnny's been in our program, he's found a job, and he is now working on getting an apartment, and his life has changed, and he is now telling other people his story, and he wants to get to young people to say, don't make the same mistake I made. You don't want to waste 35 years of your life. And we're able to do those things because of you, so thank you so much for the support that you give us. At this point in time, I would like to introduce Mayor Joseph Talmer, and he's going to come and say a few words.
Well, thank you very much. This is pressure. I got people waiting for doorbusters over here. So if I go too long, they're going to take care of me, that's for sure. But thank you, and it really is a privilege to welcome Goodwill, not to Warsaw. Goodwill's been in Warsaw, as you heard, for the last 20 years. We're just welcoming Goodwill to their new neighborhood here. And it's a very visible neighborhood. I think your mission and a lot of the services that you provide are going to become more accessible, visible to the community. I would challenge you to get your message out about the services that you provide. We have a wonderful safety net of services and agencies and organizations in our community that all seem to work together very well. And I think that this just, obviously it's been going on for 20 years, and now more people are going to know about it. And let's talk to Elizabeth and Jill back there about their work in the county with job placement and so forth. Work one, I see Dave Neff here, and I'm appreciative of the type of work they do. And again, I see just like this community, it's collaboration, and this is absolutely no difference. So again, we're very thankful as a community for what you've put into this building, not just the merchandise, but the human capital that's gone into this facility right here, the Community Career Center where we're all standing, and a very appropriate place to have your rope cutting today. So thank you very much. Again, I'm not going to talk long. Got doorbusters going on. People are busting the door down here. So thank you so much. Welcome to your new neighborhood. And I'm sure you'll all have a good time shopping these wide, spacious aisles. And don't forget to donate in their convenient drive-up. How's that?
All right. At this time, too, if Mark Dobson, the president of the Warsaw or the Kosciuszko Chamber of Commerce, we want to thank the Chamber for their support in helping us get this all together. So, Mark, thank you.
Deborah, thank you so much. And I feel that same pressure, Joe. I know we're standing between shopping and that's a dangerous place to be. Fortunately, though, John Elliott follows me, so we're going to be safe. We're going to be able to step aside. I just appreciate Deb bringing up the human capital component. I think we often think of Goodwill and we think of the opportunity for bargains and discounts and a place to take your treasures that you know will be so warmly treated and eventually reused and repurposed. But the human capital component is so valuable, and I thank you for bringing that out. That's a part of the mission of Goodwill that sometimes gets forgotten, and really sincerely appreciate the reminder. we appreciate being a part of this event. We're very supportive of Goodwill. Interestingly, our missions are often quite the same because it's about putting people back to work and helping them promote and grow in their communities. So we're very thankful to be a part of the event. We're very thankful that Goodwill chooses to work with a strong regional contractor and using local labor to make this happen. That's such a valuable component, and one of the reasons I think they've so successfully been able to develop and be accepted so well in the community. And so we thank you for using and also a chamber member. So sincerely appreciated. We're very excited about the Work Center. It's what a great opportunity, and as I was standing next to the folks at Work One, they're excited because of the relationship Goodwill and Work One has had for years. And last night, as I was talking with Kelly, the manager, and such a great opportunity for the chamber to engage and perhaps bring a Hiring Our Heroes, where we try to get our valuable vets rehired, and the excitement that Kelly had for that type of operation was quite humbling. So, and you know, my wife was with me last night, and she loaded up my truck, so I hope I get to be the first one to use the drive-through this morning. So I'm going to be quiet and allow you to introduce John Elliott, a valued board member. Thank you so much, and welcome to your new neighborhood.
Thank you. All right, you've heard John's name a couple times. John Elliott is the Vice President at First Source Bank here in Warsaw, and he has been a very valuable member of our board for 20 years. And I'll tell you what, his excitement for this place, I don't know if it can be matched. John made it to site meetings. He's been here checking in on things and keeping us informed, since it is about an hour's plus drive from South Bend, so we really appreciate that. So at this point, John, would you please come up?
My association with Goodwill goes all the way back to a breakfast meeting at Optimus. Dave Haynes comes up to me and says, American Lung Association needs a board member. Would you like to serve on the American Lung Board? Why not? So I went and met a guy by the name of Larry Neff, who was a fellow board member. Larry was our 40-year CEO of Goodwill. They decided to build a building here in 1993, and Larry said, you're on our board of directors. Now, this is the only board that I've been on where before you accept the board membership, they give you a plaque. It says, thanks for serving. So I had no chance to say no when they bring a plaque with your name on it. Well, I've grown to love what our organization does. We sell just anything. Now, we do have one problem. We don't like to sell trash items. Now, you all know I graduated from The Ohio State University, and last night in looking, I saw a trash item on the shelf, and I hope nobody buys this. But we appreciate our community buying merchandise that permits us to hire people, and Deb already gave you all the details. Please shop, have fun, and thanks, Deb, for your leadership of our great organization.
I was laughing last night with John that the only reason John voted for me to be CEO is my husband is also an Ohio State fan, and we have a beagle named Buckeye. So, you know, I thought that kind of got me in with John. So, anyways, at this time, and I'm going to try to do this without forgetting anybody, but I would like to introduce you to our senior staff that is here today. If you can raise your hand. We have Terry Burks. She is our CFO. She keeps us in line with the numbers and does a great job. Oh, she's doing other duties in there. So Elise Russell is my assistant, and I wouldn't be able to do anything without her. Let me tell you, she keeps me organized. Dan Scarcella is our Vice President of Human Resources. Rick Strutner is our Senior Vice President. Otto Schlatter is our Officer of Technology. Kelly will become very good friends with him with all the computers in here. So Ron Webb is our Director of Transportation, makes sure that everything gets down here that needs to get down here. And Mark Zeiger, he is our Vice President of Retail Sales, and he is the one who has been very involved in getting this project underway and get it going and handling details. And Arden Florin is our Vice President of Workforce Development Services, And so he and Kelly will be working together to make sure the Career Center is running very well. And I would like to introduce Kelly Friend too as well. She is the manager here at the Career Center. Deborah, there's Deborah. Deborah Marks is our store manager here. So please get to know these folks very well. Also would like to thank some other folks, John O'Brien and Steve Ellison, who helped find the location here. And we have Ancon, who built this wonderful, beautiful building, and all the subcontractors. And Gary Wetzel and Doug are here. Raise your hand back there. I see you. I see Tom Cassidy back there, who makes sure we're insured and all this. I don't see our auditors, though, so I don't think they made it down here yet, so I can't thank them yet, but they keep us all in line. So at this time, without further ado, we have a tradition. We don't cut a ribbon. We cut a clothesline. So I'm going to ask Kelly and Arden if they would come and hold the clothesline. And then if Mark, John Elliott, the mayor, Mark Dobson, Deborah, and Pam would come forward, we will cut the clothesline, and then we will let you shop till you drop.
Oh, look at them scissors.
They're
Did you
sharp.
want to put it in front of the podium? You want to put it in front of the podium?
Yeah, we probably should. Let's move it in front of them.
I'm going to use my big scissors.
All right. All right. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Also be aware, we will have it just in a little bit. You can sign up to win an iPad Air. So that will be in here. That's going to be set up here just shortly. So before you leave, stop back in. Thank you and enjoy shopping.